All right, welcome back to the show, to the podcast. Today, joining us is a special guest that is tuning in live from New York, I think,
Yes.
right?
Yes, New York.
So Aliya is here. Aliya is one of our amazing superstar clients and has had an amazing transformation, amazing journey the past couple of weeks and months with a bit of a different twist. But before I say it, if you can maybe introduce yourself, where you're from, and what you do, and why what you do kind of is goes hand in hand with what we worked on in the program.
Of course. I'm originally from Minnesota, but I started to pursue modeling about a year ago. And ever since then, I've been traveling. So I was in LA for 3 months, and then I went to Germany for 3 months. And then I came home for the holidays, and now I'm in New York. But while I was in Germany, I got signed internationally. But modeling, technically, I got scouted when I was 16, but fully started pursuing it when I was 18. And it goes hand in hand with the program because obviously, as a model, you want to be um, in shape. Like that's the biggest thing, especially the higher you go up. And that's the biggest thing I've learned. Like you want to be toned as possible. It's a part of the job. It's part of your everyday routine. And that's what I slowly started to learn. Um, and that's when I found you and was introduced to you. And it's been
Yes.
great.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been fun as well because we got introduced by Monica, right? And Monica was actually part of the program. I think it's been over a year ago that she joined the program and she herself went through a transformation and she kind of approached me like I think half a year ago or more, saying that like she works in a modeling agency and she works a lot of talent and is kind of also yeah, not responsible, but has like is overseeing the talent development, right, in the agency. And she just saw, like that's what she told me, that a lot of models unfortunately have this really destructive way of eating and training and a way that's not sustainable, that's very unhealthy. And she wanted to kind of almost a little bit like challenge the status quo from the inside, basically, and started to talk to me about possibly working together on helping solve the talent, create healthier habits, and at the same time toning up, of course, but in a way that's healthy. And then we got introduced, and it's been a couple weeks and months now since we worked together.
Yes.
But maybe let's start with that in the beginning, right? So you you sign up with the agency, and then can you give us a bit of background on kind of what are you really looking for in terms of when it comes to transformation or a shape? What was the moment where you realized, hey, I want to put in some work and tone up a bit more?
Right. So I grew up playing sports. I played competitive basketball and softball, and we would do weightlifting and everything every single day, like before school, after school. Like training was insane. Like I was in the best shape of my life. Um, and then I got into modeling, and like you said, this is the whole problem. People like there's just a weird vision on what people think models have to do. So I almost thought, no, my brain told me, or people told me that like you don't, no more weights, no more anything. So I still do yoga and Pilates. I love it. There's no hate on yoga and Pilates, but I started doing that more consistently and cardio, and didn't focus really on what I was eating. Um, and then I started to notice that I was gaining weight, obviously, because after time, like I quit sports around 2 years ago, around a year in. I started like not seeing results, and it was just like a lifestyle switch. Like my body just wasn't used to the consistent training, and I just lost muscle. Um, I noticed that change about like was super recent. It was about a couple months ago. And I really just thought to myself, I wanted a lifestyle change because even with like, I didn't want to be sucked into all that, the bad, because And I think Monica realized that because I am so young and there's so much in this industry. That's why I'm forever grateful for her because this whole program, everything, it's the healthy way. Like they're like, we want you to be healthy. Like we don't want you to lose weight. We just want you to be healthy. We want you to feel strong and we want you to do it in the healthiest way. And I think a lot of people are quick to jump to like less eating or just doing cardio. Um, and that's not what I obviously wanted to do, but it's super funny because I would have never expected to do the workouts that I am doing now, a year ago.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. Can you share a bit like behind the scenes? Obviously, you often share all the secrets, I guess, but what what is in the modeling industry? What do they tell you to do usually to get in shape or
Yeah, well, you'll
results?
hear yoga and Pilates a lot for sure. Like that is a lot of people's hobbies. And but it's a lot of like cardio. Like you'd think like run more, like go sit in the sauna or drink a ton of water or just don't eat. It's just not healthy and it's not like strong. But even Monica, like both of us were talking about it, it's starting to change. Like they want like models are becoming like strong, like they're getting muscle and it's not more as like just skinny. Like they want you
Mm,
healthy and that's like it's good, it's great. Um, but no, I've been the when I was young, like when I was 16, I was told like no weights, like we don't want to make you bulky. And that telling a 16-year-old that, like then I was like, well, no weights at all. Let's just do cardio.
yeah.
And then I did the reverse.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting. I like Pilates and yoga too. I think it definitely has its place, but especially for women, I think strength training where you are using weights and you are getting strong every week is very important for not just looks, for like a toned look, but also for long-term health, bone density, and also strength, right? Like having strength is so empowering as a woman to have that.
Oh, it's great. In New York right now, like there's people that, well, it does happen, but men are like punching females, and I've never been like worried about it because I'm like, well, like I'm
Really?
strong now.
Yeah, exactly.
But it does give you confidence. It changes everything. It changes your perspective. It's a lifestyle switch, but it's in the best way possible. Like you're not weak. If any, you're the exact opposite. You're not tired. You're full of energy. Like it really just you kind of pick and you choose which route you want to go, and you kind of have to be directed. Like
Mm,
you can fall into the unhealthy or you can fall into the healthy, or you could just stay in the middle, but it is a choice.
yes. So did you have to starve yourself in the program to lose fat?
No, if anything, it was a struggle for me to meet my calorie intake goals. I've never eaten more in my life, and I've never cooked more in my life. It was great. It is great. It's for sure. You obviously can do it in bulk, like in the beginning of the week, or you can do it day of, but I've never ate so much food in my life, and it's very clean. So it really just goes through you. It's great.
Yes, yes. And carbs? Were you allowed to
Yes.
eat carbs as well?
Yes. That is the okay, that's actually it's funny because I live with roommates and I remember when I would get like my wheat bread or whatever type of bread, they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, you can eat carbs," or I'd get my lentil-based pasta and I'd be like, "Yes, like carbs are good for you." Like it's just a whole mindset thing, and I think it's just hard because people with higher authority like tell you something so you believe it, but no, carbs are amazing, protein's amazing, fats are amazing, like just food's amazing in general, and
Yes,
food's fuel.
exactly. Yeah, I think that's unfortunately in general in the health industry, a lot of people are still afraid of calories, are afraid of food and say
Yes.
it's a bad thing, but it's really good for you. So, mm, I mean, you're traveling a lot, right? So
Yes.
was it hard for you to kind of manage the lifestyle and how did you make it work with
Right.
the training and nutrition?
I think you just have to be when you want to start this program or when you like just when you get it going, you have to really be like diligent and persistent. It's all, I always told myself it's all about consistency, like getting yourself there and getting it done, important thing. So I would make time for it. The more you think about like your day, like I'd always like write out at first, what do I have to do today? You can fit in 2 hours, you can fit in an hour, and the workouts could take me 40 minutes, like super quick. So you just have to prioritize your goals. And if you're like motivated, I guess. Like you just have to motivate yourself. It was self-motivating. Like I was in either in LA and I'd still like go in the hotel in the gym in the morning before work, or let's say I was in when I was in Japan and we snowboarded like the whole day. I would get up early before the sun. Like you just have to motivate yourself and think of the long-term goals. And you
Mhm.
just have to stay consistent. And that's exactly what I did. And you start, the more you do it, the more it becomes a habit. And then when you miss out on it, it's like, what am I missing? What did I not do today?
Yes. And you crave it, right? You crave the
Yes.
routine,
Yes.
crave the feeling.
Yeah.
So how long did it take for you to get the first results in the program, and what kind of results did you achieve?
I would say after a week of eating clean and then working out, I for sure felt like toned. But to see actual like changes in like my measurements or like body was probably like a month to 2 months in. And it's even right now, I'm 3 months in now. And now I'm starting to really feel it. Like everything's starting to like lean out. So it's hard because at first I started out where what I thought was lean, but it does take time. But you feel it progressively. Like I felt it the first week, but you also feel it the second week. It's just very little. Like you'll see it in certain spots. It's either your arms one week, or it's your legs, or it's your stomach. This week's my arms.
They're looking good on Zoom. People can't see it on the
Thank you.
podcast, but so you're saying that the industry is changing in a way that they like the skinny look isn't that like obviously still maybe some brands want that, but you're saying that more of the toned look is
Yes,
asked
yes,
for.
they want well because they just want you strong and healthy, and it's almost attractive because you
Mm.
see you can see like how hard they've worked, and like you can see it through their body. It's not like they're energized, they're full of like life and they're ready for work. So I think it's kind of cool to see the switch, but I do think it's slowly starting to become like normal to see these like amazing, like stunning women be so strong. And it's not strong in a bulky way, it's strong in like the best way. Like they're just lean.
Yes, amazing. And what's it like to like what do you actually do? Just if you don't mind sharing, do you like do you have any like events planned or any shoots? And what's like your and how does your body kind of fall into that day-to-day life?
Yeah. Well, it's actually funny. It works hand in hand because I've been working with Nike in LA the past couple of months. And I almost feel like it's meant to be because it's like, oh, I'm a Nike model right now, and I've never been like I've been in the best shape of my life. But it's slowly becoming, it's just starting to do more and more and more. And it's not saying the skinnier, the more work you're gonna get, but it does help because it's a part of your look and it's a part of your appearance. So everything slowly starts to like incline, which is fun. But yeah, I've been working with Nike the past month and I'm excited to see where the future is and to see if I can really start working in New York. But I keep telling people like I'm in the shop right now and we're like repairing the car. We're like
Hmm.
scrubbing out like the scratches and then like we'll finally be like put out like to drive in New York because it's a very competitive and oversaturated market. So you need to be like very prepared.
Hmm.
So we're still slowly getting into it. We're starting castings, we're starting doing that, but it's a lot of people think this with this industry, even with working out in general, that you're going to see results right away, and that's not the case. You really have to invest yourself and just like keep believing in yourself and just going with the flow of things, and that's what we're doing right now.
That's awesome. I like that. Yeah, I also like to think about like seasons of transformation where I'm like just 8 to 12 weeks, like head down, like I'm hiding, and then you come back
Yes.
stronger, right?
Yes.
Like a camp almost.
Yes.
So I love that. Has it affected other areas of your life or your daily life, being in better shape, like in terms of um the people around you, have they commented on it, or in general, how has it been?
Yeah. Well, the first person who started commenting on it was my mom. She was like, "What are you doing?" Like, because again, there's this stereotype that if you lose weight, that means you're starving yourself in this industry. But I've never gotten so many compliments on just like my whole appearance. And I live with a lot of girls, and they've slowly started to be like, "What are you doing?" Like just motivating each other, like, okay, it's been like, wow, your arms are looking really good today, or like your body looks amazing. Um, and it gets hard because I always try to push away. I don't like to like look at myself too much because in this industry you kind of get addicted to your appearance. So I kind of get addicted to the feeling of working out more than like what I'm looking. Like I just like the feeling of, getting into the gym after the gym, like that crave. Um, but it does help to say the least when you just like look in the mirror, or when people tell you, or when like you're taking a photo and it's like, wow, like you look great. um but we're just continuing to keep
Yeah.
working at it and see how tiny I can get, I guess.
Yeah, it's the wins along the way, right? The comments, they are nice and they keep you kind of motivated along the
Yes,
way. But I think if you like zoom out big picture, like 3 years, 5 years down the road, what really keeps you going is gonna be the feeling that
of
you
course,
have after your
of course.
workouts. And so have you like, do you think, like, do you feel this is a sustainable like change for you?
100%. It's a lifestyle like switch. It's not just a 3 month type thing. Like I will continue to like do it because now it's like I'm in it. Like I'm in it for the long run. And once you switch, you start to look at things, you start to look at food, you start to analyze like what you were doing before, and not what you were doing wrong, but like how life can like be lived like in the best way. Because I've never had so much energy. I've never eaten so much food and not like gotten bloated, or not like my stomach hurts. Like it's good. Like you're eating clean, you're sleeping good, your skin starts to like everything just starts to like click. And once you see that like change, then you just started to become addicted to it. And it's like a lifestyle switch. Like you want to be healthy. It's just at a point in life where you want to either go up or you want to stay stagnant. And this whole thing, it's like your own, like you only can go up. That's basically
Yes,
it. You
all the
only can
way
go
up.
up.
Amazing. So looking at the coaching program, what would you say are some of the requirements that someone should bring when they want to work with us?
Well, like I said in the beginning, you have to be willing to work hard, because it is online, but you do have people like consistently checking in, but that's different. Like you need to like know yourself, and like internally like you want it. Like you want a lifestyle switch, you want to either lose weight, you want to start eating clean, or you just want some sort of schedule. Like you have to want something specific. You can't like go into it and just be like, "Oh, I just want to do it because someone recommended it to me." Like no, like it's not easy. And that's the thing. It's going to pay off, but it is hard work, and you have to stay consistent, and you have to be super passionate about it because it's hard. Like I've had days where I'm like, I don't want to go to the gym, but it's life. Like you gotta go.
Yes, you gotta go. Amazing. Yeah, congrats. Honestly, it's been great to see your transformation, and it's hard work, like you say. And even with your traveling and your schedule, you're still managing it. So props to
Of
you,
course. Well, it's
honestly.
all doable. That's the thing. It's not you have people in this program that like they're all supporting you, and it's working around you and your schedule. When I'm either out of town, I'll start doing body weight circuits where I can literally lay on the floor of the hotel room or of the living room. Like everything's designed for you. So I wouldn't go into it. That might have freaked some people out. It's not like super, super like, yes, it could be,
Yeah.
but like it all can be adjusted, and you all like it's all. If you want to start slower, you can start slower. If you want someone super on you and you want to start super hard, you can have that. It's all adjustable. But mentally, you need to be in the space where you want to work, basically.
That's right. That's right. Can you comment a second on, because I think sometimes that's still kind of floating around out there,
Mhm.
women who are afraid of looking manly or getting bulky when they start strength training. Can you
Yeah. Well,
comment on
it's
that?
funny because I've always watched, not this sounds weird, but I've watched men in the gym and what they do because most of the time men in the gym, they're huge. And I'm like, wow. Um, I'm starting to do the same workouts as them. Would that does that intimidate me in any way? No. If anything, it makes me so happy because they are so like strong and I'm doing the same exact thing. But the only difference is food, and that's the thing. They're eating probably more because they want to gain more weight. I'm not eating less, but I'm eating things that are making me like lean. Like I'm still gonna, it's just it all clicks and works hand in hand, but it's what you're eating. It's so important. If you are eating more, you're gonna like gain muscle. And that's what
Mm.
scares people. And that's what obviously scared me. But when you're at like a calorie deficit or you're hitting certain macros, it's it's all programmed towards you. So for me, it's gonna make me lose weight and tone up. And not even lose weight, just like tone.
Hmm. Yes,
But I
exactly.
think as a,
Because
yeah, I think it's something to like love. Like I've never felt so like confident being stronger, and it's almost like I think it's attractive, but it's a whole, it's just you change your whole perception once you like get in the gym and the feeling after, and then the feeling of just being strong. But I would say it's intimidating just weights, and a lot of people, a lot of models, like
hmm
they never have thought of weights, but then you start seeing like what people actually do, and it's a lot of
hmm
it's weights.
how did you overcome that? Being intimidated maybe by the gym or by weights?
Yeah. I just told myself you have to trust the process, you have to trust the program, and you just have to continue to work for it because I was in sports and I did do weightlifting, but obviously like I was an athlete, like I was eating a ton because I was burning so many calories. Um, but it's just kind of a mental switch. Like you have to trust the process. And then you also have to like learn to like love it in a way. Like I've never not no one doesn't like to be strong.
Mm.
But with this program, after a week, it's like you're getting toned. I've never felt in this program that I'm like, wow, I'm gaining muscle. Like big, like bulky muscle. It's been like good, like cute muscle.
Cute muscle.
Yeah.
That's the title of the podcast right there. How to gain cute
How
muscle.
to get cute muscle for models. Yes.
Wow, you just came up with a whole marketing scheme for models. I love that. That's true.
That will get people's
It is
eyes.
cute. It is cute.
Yes.
No, strength is really empowering, and I think once you feel it, like you can't put it into words, right? But once you feel it, you just feel more empowered
Yes.
and more confident. So that's amazing. Honestly, Aliya, well done, like I said. And I hope that the future is bright. I know it's bright, with the
Thank
work you're
you.
putting in. So,
Yes.
do you have any goals for 2024, 2025?
Yes, I want to launch for Fall Fashion Week this September. So that's why I've been like, this is like the perfect time for me because now I have I'm going into like the summer like super prepared and then we'll hit the fall. But it's like consistency. Like I like being consistent in the gym and then I also like being consistent with work. So I want to start like booking, but I love to launch like for high fashion. I think my look, it either you start to find out the categories you're in as a model, but I want to be like both commercial, which is what I've been doing, and both like I want to do high fashion and I also want to do commercial. Um, but there's so much unknown for this industry, but it's almost like I'm not nervous because of the gym, because it's
Hmm
like you just it's almost well, I'm strong. Like you feel confident in yourself, where like you trust yourself, and it's like I got this. Like something, it's
Yeah.
bound to happen, and that this is the year. It's everything's bound to happen this year.
Yes.
Yes,
Amazing.
because now I'm
Yes.
strong. I got cute muscle, and I'm just gonna conquer the world.
Amazing. I love the mindset. It's great to
Yes,
see
it's a whole
how positive
switch.
you are. Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's interesting, right? So I think a lot of people approach like fat loss or weight loss with a very like grim mentality, like, hey, I need to lose weight. Like I need to do this now.
Yeah.
Versus you, I feel like you have a very kind of positive way of approaching it and very
Mhm.
much like in abundance. Like,
Yes.
hey, this is like I'm getting stronger every week and can feel myself
Yeah.
evolving.
There was a point because a lot of, as models, like a lot of people look, just anyone in general, like when you're in the process of losing weight, you start to get, again, it's all like an addiction thing. Like you have to know like whatnot, but like appearance and then the scale. And there was a point where mentally I switched over. I wasn't like, I need to lose weight. It was more, I want to be strong. And that helped me a lot. That like, it just made me like trust like what I'm eating, what I'm doing. It's like, I don't need to lose weight. I just want to be strong and healthy. And I just want a healthy lifestyle. And I want to be motivated. I want to have energy. And that just kind of shifted the whole thing. Because once you start focusing on the scale's not dropping, what am I doing wrong? It just mentally, like, it gets bad. You just have to trust in it and just think, like, I want to feel good. I want to be strong. I want to be healthy. And that's what I did.
Yes.
And it worked
Amazing.
out. It's still
Kind of
working.
worked out.
Yeah, a little bit.
Awesome. Hey, amazing work. And I'm excited for you for the future.
Thank you.
I'm gonna watch closely uh your launch. Make sure that you crush it.
Yeah,
And
make sure I'm tip top shape.
exactly.
But
Exactly.
that's all the thing. Like everyone's so it's gonna happen in a month, it's gonna happen in 2 months. I think with the weight loss and just strength training in general, it's so long term. Like I can be complete like if you stay consistent, I can my body could change a ton in a year. Like if you think about it, if you're in the gym 3 to 5 times a week for a whole year, like your body's going to change eventually. So if it's not changing right now, my biggest piece of advice would just be to trust it. Like everything's
Mm,
bound to happen.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it took me to get from my skinny version to my leaner version. Like it took me at least a year and a half of consistent
Hmm.
effort. It doesn't take that long to tone up a bit and get results like you also explained, but
Right.
even if you look at 1 year, like how much is 1 year if you compare it to you live 80 years or 85 years, 1 year really isn't that much in the grand scheme of things. So thanks for coming on, Aliya, and sharing your journey and
Of
your
course.
insights and story. And like I said, I'll hope you can keep crushing it on on your path.
Of
And
course.
if you listener, listen to this episode and you've gotten inspired and you've been like, wow, I want cute muscle as well. I want that cute
Join the
muscle.
program.
Exactly. Join the program, click the link in the description to apply and book a call. And maybe you also have some cute muscle if you're a
Hmm.
woman. If you're a man, we can work some big muscles as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, you can apply with the link in the description. Thanks for coming on, Aliya. It's awesome.
Of
Keep crushing
course.
it.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Awesome. Peace out.